Good morning, consumer behavior class. It is Sunday morning on this beautiful, cool fall. Well, fall starts today or tomorrow, I'm not sure, but really nice outside. So I hope you're enjoying the weekend. Wanted to just talk briefly about the next chapter, which is chapter 6 on personality and lifestyle. What type of personality do you have? The book outlines a few examples, but there are hundreds of different personalities, and they start with personality traits. We are so different with who we are with everybody, it's unbelievable. So, let's just look at a couple examples of personality traits that I found outside the book. Generous, someone who has integrity, a loyal person, a devoted person, a loving person, kindness, sincerity, controlled, peaceful, faithful, patient, determinate, adventurous, fair, cooperative, tolerant, optimistic, and spiritualistic. How about some dark side personality traits? Dishonest, disloyal, unkind, mean, rude, disrespectful, impatient, greed, abrasive, pessimistic, cruel, unmerciful, narcissistic, the worst, by the way, malicious, obnoxious, petty, caustic, selfish, unforgiving. Then you have things in business like leadership personalities: dominant, confident, persuasive, ambitious, bossy, resourceful, decisive, charismatic, authority, enthusiastic, bold, and proactive. The list goes on and on and on. You need to put together your personality traits, and you can take a personality test on the internet. I don't really know if that's going to really give you what you want, but we should all kind of know what our overall personality is, as it's very important. Now, the book gives a couple of examples. Value conscious people who, let's call them frugal. Frugal is a good word, by the way. Frugal is not the same thing as cheap. So if you're called frugal, that's a compliment. That means that you're going to watch your pennies. You only buy things when you know you're going to get value from them. Doesn't mean you're cheap. So if you're frugal and value conscious, you are watching out and ensuring that you get value for the purchase. So you want to be frugal and value conscious. Cheap? No. Cheap is that you don't leave tips. You never reach for the bill, even on a date. Cheap is, just unrealistic expectations that you want something for free. I've seen a lot of people like that working in sales, and I don't like them. So, but that's me. That's me. That's my opinion. Materialistic. We've talked about that. That's a personality trait. Under materialism, you have possessiveness, a tendency to retain control and ownership. You never share your stuff. You have a new BMW that you bought. You won't even let your wife drive it. I have a friend like that. Envy under materialistic, resentment that arises because other people have stuff you don't have. You don't talk to your brother because he's made millions of dollars. You don't talk to your cousin because they live in a huge home and your cousin was given a car for his 16th birthday. Jealousy, envy. Materialistic people are unhappy, except for the short-term feeling after they buy something. But it's very soon after that they're unhappy, and they got so much stuff. Can't walk in the house. And they're thinking all day how they're going to pay the bills. Adds up quick. So you work your whole life to pay all the bills to impress people that don't care. Materialistic. We have a section in the chapter, innovative people. Okay, read through that. Competitiveness, competitive people. Those are the people in today's society who are going to get ahead. Those are the people that are going to be successful. Those are the people that are going to live the life that you want. Competitive. Not settling for second. Competitive people strive to do more than other people. They don't give up. They're constantly stressed about being number one, and they end up being number one. So competitiveness is a great trait that I see we're losing generation after generation. Competitiveness, the trophy for everybody. I don't know what that's about. A participation trophy? A ribbon for 7th place? You decide. And then there's one that I would say is really, 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 really bad. And that is narcissistic people. And there's a lot. They say 10% of the population is now narcissistic, which is a disorder. It's a disease, mental disease. You can't see the fact that you're not the center of the universe. You truly believe the world rotates around you. You expect people to listen to you, but you don't listen to them. Why? Because you're a narcissist. Narcissistic behaviors have increased dramatically since the smartphone. All the selfies and Instagram postings about me. The looking, into making that perfect picture. Retouching the picture. Always looking at the number of likes you have. Always you. Narcissistic. And it is now considered a disease and a disorder. So I think I put a few videos on this for you to take a look at. The other interesting part of this chapter is on page 123 is lifestyles and the different lifestyle changes that we are doing. It highlights things like body tattoos and piercings and making ourselves look different. The whole self-concept so that we stick out. And that also goes into this narcissistic behavior, trying to always stick out to get attention, and it's becoming a problem. At least that's my opinion. So there's a lot of things that marketers need to know and do know about our personalities, and then they drive ads to entice those personalities or get those personalities' attention so that they buy. And very interesting if you look at some examples. So if you're going to read the chapter, which you have to do, but if you're going to spend time, look at the personality traits and the behaviors, and then go over to self-concept and lifestyles and read through those, and you'll get a good feel for what this chapter is about. Again, you can take a personality test. The reason I say it hesitantly is, as a manager, we gave personality tests prior to hiring a sales rep. And the personality test was there to give a red light, a yellow light, or a green light. Red, no hire. Yellow means let's be cautious. And green means higher. They're going to be successful. We did a study at the company I was with, USA Mobility, and about 30% accuracy. So I can think back at the number of people that were green that didn't work out, that were opposite of what I thought. My gut told me better options than paying a company $50 or $75 for every test. And most of them were wrong. So personally, and again, this is my opinion, personality tests are not that accurate. So Myers-Briggs, and all the other personality types that you can find tons of tests on the internet. Take one. Some are free. So knowing your personality, being honest about your personality, writing down all the traits, good and bad. The good are easy. The bad, you have to be honest. And then, looking at them and coming up with a broad personality type, that'll take a while, but it's important for you to know your personality type. What's even more important, though, is as an owner of a business or a manager, understanding the personality types of your employees. The materialistic person. If you're managing materialistic sales reps, all you got to do is put up a contest. A contest to get that brand new Apple iPad computer, or something materialistic is going to get those people going. Narcissistic people I've hired, constantly telling them how great they are and how they look as being number one, really drives them to successful behavior. So you can use it to your advantage. I'm not going to say to manipulate, but to steer employees into the direction you want to, if you understand their personality type. So there's so much behind this chapter. I would say read it once or twice, concentrate on those two areas, and you'll watch the videos too, please, that I put on Blackboard, and you'll get enough relevancy of the chapter that I think you felt you learned something. That's all I got for today, and we'll talk to everybody soon.